about to take the X-ray van out on the road. Before we go, we always want to check the oil, check the tire pressure, check the gas levels, just make sure everything's ready so we don't have any problems while we're traveling. But while we're doing this, come across this little mechanical device. Seems pretty simple, but here at Creative Electron, we're always curious. How does it work? So today, I'm going to show you how it works. We're going to look inside of it with an X-ray and check out what the internals look like. Take this large cabinet here and we're able to put in whatever source we need, whatever detector we need for different applications. It's a blank canvas for us to just place in whatever source our customers might need, whatever detector, 16-bit, 14-bit, that the application might call for. So just to show you inside of our cabinet here, if we take a look inside, you can see we have our detector here on the left. We have a rotation table on the center for when we need to do rotation or CT scans. And then on the right side, we have a source here. So for this tire gauge, of course, we need to have air pressure. So I've taken some flexible tubing, run it down through the system. Around to the front, we have an air compressor that we are going to use to add pressure to that tire gauge. So here with our controls, if I turn on the X-ray, we'll begin to see the live image here on the screen. And you can see here the hose is not visible because of the low density of it compared to the metal of the gauge. The hose comes in right here. Our air is going to enter the gauge right here, fill up this spring area, and I'll show you some shots of it at a side angle as well. But this is going to flex. You can see there's some gears here and a counter spring right here. You actually can't see the gauge itself or the dial on the gauge. You can't see the dial of the gauge itself on this shot, but as I fill it up with air, you're going to see that moving around. So I'm adding air, and you see that bellow fill up, and you can make out just in the background there that dial is moving and indicating the pressure of the gauge. So you can see the gear moving right here. This is all one piece of metal right there. The movement is primarily in this spring right here. I'm going to fill it up again. Release. You can see all these different pivot points that it's using. Pretty cool mechanisms here. We have a really simple tire gauge here. We just take it for granted, but with that X-ray, you know, it's just a dial moving in a circle, but now we can see internal. We can see inside how the mechanics are moving and how everything's involved. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to take another angle of this so we can get a new perspective on how the gauge is working internally. Turn it back on. Wow, that's pretty cool. Check this out. So from the other angle that we were at, the bellows or the spring here looked very small. But when we're twisting it at 90 degrees, you can see that it's actually a very wide area. Pretty large, it's right here. So it can actually hold a lot more air than I expected it. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this again, add some more air into it, and we'll see what it looks like. Whoa, flying. I need some more tape. All right, let's try that again. There we go. And some more compressed air. You can see the dial right here spinning around. That's all expanding, shifting the gears. Wow, that's pretty cool. Seeing how it works internally really gives you an appreciation for what's going on, all the master engineering that happens in such a small device. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave some comments below and let us know what else you'd like to see the inside of, any other ideas you got, what you want us to x-ray, and we'll show you how it works.
Creative Electron.